Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. We are back with another BBA Daily News, and we apologize for our absence. We sincerely do. We've been busy behind the scenes.
Busy, busy,
Work,
busy.
EMIU, getting that tournament going. Tournament is happening on the 19th, Forest Park Recreation Center from 1 to 7 p.m. in Atlanta, Georgia. So if you're not doing anything, feel free to stop by. We'll have the link down in the description. But otherwise, happy to be here with you guys. Thanks for tuning in. We've got a ton of news to catch up on, as you can see. So we're about to get into it.
Let's get into it.
So since we've been gone, a lot has happened in the NBA. We had a bunch of trades happen. Some notable ones: Kyrie going to the Mavericks. Additionally, Durant went to the Suns, and then we have a bunch of other trades we'll be covering. We also are going to be talking about LeBron beating that scoring record. This one was long overdue. Obviously, we've been covering LeBron for the last couple of weeks if you've been tuning into our episodes. And we're going to check out some of these reactions to this scoring record because, it doesn't seem like everybody was particularly might have been happy about that. Is that true, Maya?
It is very true. You have people out here saying, yes, he is the best player to ever play the game, but Michael Jordan is the greatest player to ever play the game. And I'm just like, wow. It's very interesting that people who saw Michael Jordan play and who was an adult in the 90s, they love Michael Jordan. They love him.
You know what's funny about that, right? Shout out to Stephen A. Smith. He's obviously a very what's the word? He's a very polarizing
good one
voice, right? And I was recently watching some of his commentary on First Take, and he seems to believe beyond any shadow of doubt that Michael Jordan is better than LeBron. Okay. And I think it might be because of what you said just now, Mayu. It might be because he grew up watching Jordan. He was in that era. That's his guy. There's a sentimental value to it. And therefore, in the face of undeniable scoring facts, Stephen A can't accept maybe, just maybe, that LeBron might be better than Jordan. Now, I don't have a dog in the race, personally, but one should argue, or one can argue, that if you win the scoring record, not only just win, if you obliterate the scoring record, then I think that affords you the privilege of being acknowledged as the best. Not to take anything away from Jordan's legacy. Now, if you want to say who's the people's champ, now there's the champ, and then there's always the people's champ, right? Like if you use a boxing analogy, there's the champ who has the belt, and then there's the people's champ who that champ has the hearts of everybody. So he's the real champ. So I would argue that Jordan is the people's champ and LeBron is the champ with the belt because you can't deny his scoring record. And that's what I got to say on
that. That is a great way to put it. Jordan is the people's champ, and LeBron is what? The scoring champ, right?
He's the champ with the belt. So he's the champ on paper.
Okay.
When you look up who's the actual title holder, who's the guy who has the belts, it's LeBron.
Yeah, man. LeBron James is the king, man. Jordan was great, definitely great for his time. But I mean, when we get into true debate as a basketball player, the fact that he can play all five positions, we can never deny that, so I don't want to go deep into it. I'm trying to keep this show on and running and us talking about other topics besides who's the best between Michael Jordan and LeBron James.
Yeah.
All in all, we have some very extremely talented players that play in our league, and Jordan and Jordan Bryant and LeBron are the most notable. But then it's like, who are you talking to? So I mean, that's always going to be a constant debate. I love it because it keeps the sport alive and well. When we can debate about who's the greatest player to ever play the game. So
Oh yeah, but just don't ask Stephen A. Smith that question if you if you ever
don't ask Stephen A. Don't ask Skip Bayless.
don't ask Skip Bayless.
Yeah, we know Skip. We know you don't like LeBron James, but he's the best to ever do it. I mean, I will give it to all the Jordan fans. Jordan was the most exciting and electrifying player to watch. I give you that hands down. But when you talk about efficiency and longevity and just just pure gift from God and LeBron James to be able to at his size. So yeah, man. I mean, LeBron James, I get it. Jordan is the most electrifying, exciting player to ever play the game, but LeBron James is the most efficient, longevity, just pure gift from the heavens onto the basketball court. And LeBron James has had so much uh so much riding on him when he even coming into the league at 18 years old, all the expectations, being able to still, make it in the times of social media and still be mentally tough to play this game. Man, that's not all I got to say, but that's all I'll say right now.
Shout out to LeBron, man. Shout out to Jordan and all the great players.
Yeah,
You know,
shout
and
out. Did
speaking, yeah, go
did you
ahead, brother.
see did you see Kareem's? Oh, we already on it. I was about to say, did you see Kareem's face?
No, I didn't see it. I didn't see it. What is it? What was his reaction to all of this? I mean, I could imagine he, he's been following LeBron's progress over the years, maybe hoping that he doesn't beat his record. You know,
Yeah, I don't, I think he was just not paying attention for most of it. He's like, oh, I don't have nothing to worry about. This little dude ain't gonna break my record. You know what? Ain't nobody gonna break my record. So I really thought he felt that way, the first, excuse me, the first part of his career. But yeah, like I think he wasn't too happy actually.
hmm.
He's like, now that LeBron James is breaking my record, no one's gonna talk about me anymore.
Oh man.
They're just gonna talk about the last movie I was in with Bruce Lee. But
Oh man, that was a good movie. Enter the Dragon.
nah, that was a great movie.
That was a pretty good movie, man.
Great movie.
Yeah, Kareem's still tall too. I saw him standing next to LeBron, and he still got his height. Man. Yeah, he's
I
still.
mean, shoot, I hope so, man. People start shrinking to, that short. That's crazy. But
Yeah, man. So I mean, I think Kareem had a great career, NBA wise and post NBA wise too.
yeah,
I think it's time to records are there to be broken. You
they were
can't
meant to be broken, man.
Yeah, you can't try to hold on to it. Speaking of reactions, this brings us to perfectly
And
to
another
our
one.
next subject on the
Hmm.
subject of LeBron scoring and reactions to it. Mr. Anthony Davis had
Hmm.
a reaction that was not so um, well received to LeBron breaking the scoring record.
Hmm.
You want to tell the people about that from your perspective? What happened with that, Maya?
Oh yeah. So what I saw from Anthony Davis' reaction or lack thereof, um, he was walking from somewhere, I don't know, the end of the bench. And as he's walking, LeBron James actually shoots um, one-legged fadeaway. And as everyone is standing up, he actually decides to sit down as everyone is cheering. And he's like, forget this. I'll highlight your boy later. Uh,
That's
uh,
him right there.
that's him sitting down, like not even clapping. Wow. Not even a clap.
I mean, this looks bad.
It's, yeah.
This
Right.
just looks bad. And fair use, by the way, YouTube. We invoke our fair use privileges. Do not hate on our ability to use this content. Fair use. This looks bad.
It's really bad, man. He looks like a pouting child. Like,
I wasn't gonna say it. I wasn't gonna say it. But look
and
at how he walked over there.
then, yep.
He kind of slouched over there, like defiantly. You know, like
Right.
when a kid is trying to throw a temper tantrum, and they want you to
Uh-huh.
see.
Uh-huh.
They want you to see that they're flustered. They want you to see that they disapprove.
Yeah.
Look at this entitled body language. Look at this guy not participating. This is
Yeah.
bad team sportsmanship.
Apparently he said he was upset that he got fouled out. I heard he was upset that they were losing. I mean, but everything should go out the window at this point. Like
It's a moment in history.
this is moment in history.
You know what else happened? I think Anthony Davis was disappointed too because we can see him explain here
Mm-hmm.
his reaction as a reporter was asking him about it. And you know how he looked, Kamayu?
How you look?
He looked like a guilty puppy.
Oh.
He looked just like a guilty puppy. And we're going to show you. Okay, boom. All right. Check this out, ladies and gentlemen. Show you. We're going to show you.
Man, what happened was, man, I was just mad and upset that I got fouled out. And so I just didn't have the wherewithal to stand up for my boy LeBron James. You know we're cool. You know we hang out all the time. You don't even do that to me. I am sorry that it came off that way.
Oh, man. Hold on. We're going to play this for you, ladies and gentlemen. Look at your boy right here. Wait, hold on. Look at the eye contact. Look at the eye contact. Look at the head tilt. Look at the look away. Look at the head.
Yeah, that's guilty puppy.
Look at the head movement. Look at the nods. Look at the embarrassment. He's denying it, by the way. You'll get the volume in the playback.
Oh man.
Denying it. He's denying anything. He's denying any ill intent. He's saying he was upset. Now, remember that face he was making. Look at this face. Is this not the same face? Anthony Davis, you look like a guilty puppy. All right. I'm just calling it out, man. I'm calling it out. You look like a guilty puppy, Anthony Davis. And you should be ashamed of yourself. You should have stood up. That's my take on it. All right. Now, if you got a problem with it, go see Mayu. Don't come to me.
No. Don't come over here. No. We could just talk about it, man. I don't mind talking about it. Let's have a shootout. I mean, a 3-point shooting contest, not a shootout. That's not sounding right, man. But AD, we cool, man. We just talking, man. But it did not look right. You have to admit, AD, the optics were off.
Oh man, listen, Anthony Davis. We mean no disrespect, man. We as we deliver the news, we just try to be entertaining. So if you find that we're making jokes at your expense, then maybe you shouldn't have been that funny. All right.
What he said.
That's it. Sorry, not sorry, Anthony Davis. You look like a guilty puppy. That's it, man. All right, that's going on the record. We're gonna leave that in there. We're gonna get to some of these trades, my friend.
Mm-hmm.
Big trade energy in the NBA right now. Big trade energy, right? So
Maverick energy. See.
So first of all, we kind of covered this a little bit, but let's kind of bring it back. Kyrie's been on the Mavericks now. He's been on the Mavericks now for a little bit, right? What are your thoughts, man? What are your thoughts?
Well, sir, since you asked me, I am ecstatic. I like this mature version of Kyrie. I think that he just grew up in the league, just like every other 18-year-old that came into the NBA. And he stands for something. He doesn't go back and forth from my understanding, but for the most part, I love his mindset coming into playing with the Mavericks. I could imagine Mark Cuban had a long sit down with him to say, hey, we want you here. but we don't want it to be a difficult process for anyone. So if it's not going to work for you, then it's probably not going to work for us, but we like you. You're definitely talented. Take us to winning a championship. Definitely take us deep into the playoffs, at the very least. So I think it's a really good addition. And of course, I'm biased, but I don't care. And Mavericks all day. Kyrie, I gotta get a Kyrie jersey. So anybody want to throw me a Kyrie jersey? I'm here. Um,
All right.
Luka
Yeah,
Don,
man.
Luka Don, gotta get a Luka Don double seven. Yeah, I know y'all want to send me something. Double seven in my mailbox.
Mm-hmm.
I'll I'll wear it. I'll rock it on the show. I'm gonna bring jerseys back, man. You remember when we used to rock jerseys with some jeans
I remember that.
and a little
I remember
beater?
that. Yeah, man. I had a couple jerseys. I had a Baron Davis jersey.
Ooh, good one, B Diddy.
Yeah, B Diddy. I had a Tim Duncan jersey.
Ooh, Timmy D.
Yeah. Let me see. I'm trying to think what
Yeah,
else I had. Yeah,
I
we
don't
should
think.
bring that back.
Yeah,
That's a good.
I'm
That's
bringing
a
it
good
back.
call.
Yeah,
Yeah,
man,
at
I'm
least
bringing it
maybe
back.
maybe for the pod, we just maybe rock them on the pod.
Yeah, yeah, man.
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
not gonna get the 2X though. I'm gonna get the medium.
Nah, I'm gonna get the.
I'm gonna get the
I'm
man size, which is
gonna
the
get
medium.
my size that fits me. Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah,
Different era. Yeah.
yeah, man.
Yeah, but what do you think about so you're all positive on you're bullish on Kyrie and the Mavs and you think it's a great addition. Tonight they're up against the Wolves. Tonight is in February 13th. It looks like they're down right now, but it's still the third quarter as we can see. And a
Ooh,
lot could happen in a quarter of basketball. Um, Following this live tracker here, we can see that the Mavs are seems like Luka just scored. Kyrie's trying to
um,
find his groove. So yeah, we'll see. We'll see what happens, man. I wish them boys well. I don't wish them any ill will. So let's talk about the Morris brothers for a second. Now that we're on
ooh.
the subject of Dallas and Luca,
Ba-dum, bum, ba-dum, bum, boom,
the Morris
boom,
brothers,
boom,
right?
boom,
So
boom, boom.
you play Super Mario. What,
Yeah.
what what's the deal with the Morris brothers and Luka Doncic, man? What's going on here, man? These guys like these guys put a
Uh,
ball through a rim and get paid millions of dollars, man. What is this
mhm.
guy angry about, man? What is going on here?
Man, you know what? I think these twins, Markeith Morris and Marcus Morris, I think they probably just had a interesting upbringing. Tough. It was probably them two against the world. I don't know their story, so I'm not gonna go far into their upbringing and where they came from. I know they went to Kansas, and whatever they did at Kansas, they brought to the NBA, and
Oh my
they are
God! Look at that
wreaking
flagrant.
havoc.
I'm sorry,
Yeah,
bro. Holy smokes! He just whacked that guy over the head. I'm
that's
sorry,
Luca.
brother. I didn't mean to cut you off. So he hit Luca in the head. Okay, man. Listen, man. Listen, man. Listen. I don't condone violence. I do
Mhm.
not condone violence. What I also don't condone is just outright, just nasty behavior.
Yeah,
Right? This is just villainous behavior these guys have participated in, right?
yeah.
And there's no justifying this. This is just like how do you explain just whacking the guy over the head like that, right?
Ah, man, they're tough, man. Their brothers are tough. They can play a little dirty at times, So that's interesting. Now that the brother Markeith is now on the team, so I'm like, is Luca having to sleep with one eye open? Um,
I would have been like, guys, we got to either he has to go or I have to go because at that point, right? And there's a thing called I'm gonna explain something to the crowd today, ladies and gentlemen. And this is why men should always treat each other with respect. There's a thing called mutually assured destruction, right? Now, when two men come together, there's always the the threat of violence, but we remain polite because we don't know what the other man is capable of, and we don't want to be destroyed. Therefore, we treat each other with kindness and respect, right? So when I look at a guy like Mark Keefe, right, and his brother, I look at a guy who has no respect for consequence. I look at a guy who thinks he's a big bad and that he just exists in a world where he could just go and pillage and beat up and everything else. But what goes around comes around, uh, Smash Brothers. And you better believe you can throw all the punches you want, but you're gonna have to keep one eye open and look around your shoulder for the punches that might be coming back, right? And not to mention, it seems like these guys go around just doing this, doing that, and they don't meet consequence. Now that doesn't mean they haven't met consequence or they won't meet consequence, but I hope when it comes to their door and it comes knocking, they're ready. Because
Mhm.
this is reprehensible behavior, and it's not toughness. That's just petty. You're gonna
Yeah.
hit a guy when he's running to the basket. That's a sucker punch. He's a sucker. I don't like people that just enact violence and use intimidation as a tactic.
Mhm.
Disgusting. Moving along. Big trade week. Big trade like week and a half in the NBA. All right. So we're just gonna go down the list here.
Let's
And
see.
you tell me when to stop and we're gonna talk about it, my friend.
Let's see. Josh Richardson, OG in the league, going to the Pelicans. I mean, didn't even know he was still playing. Devontae Graham, 3-point marksman, coming from the Hornets, I believe. Or no, coming from the Pelicans, actually. I mean,
Mm.
so that was a fair, even trade. I mean, I don't know what the Spurs are doing, so I guess just another player on their team right now. Let's see what we got. Houston Rockets. You can go down a little bit. What we got? Houston Rockets get Danny Green. Danny Green, nice to see you back into the league, man. I know you had a horrific injury.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if it was ACL or Achilles, and one of those season-ending injuries. So I'm glad you're back. Let's see what we got. Eric Gordon, another 3-point marksman. I think they needed. Hmm, let's see. They're both kind of similar in personnel or personality,
Mm-hmm.
I should say.
Yeah.
Because I was going to say the Rockets need that veteran presence in their locker room, but they're both kind of mild mannered. So they're pretty much essentially getting the same player in the Houston Rockets with Danny Green and Eric Gordon. Let's see, 3 second-round draft picks. Okay, we don't even know who those draft picks are, so we can't talk about them. Let's see, Memphis Grizzlies. Where are we at? Memphis Grizzlies get Luke Kennard, no trade. Okay, he's a good 3-point shooter, good
Mm-hmm.
player. I think he's from Duke, so
Mm-hmm.
one of the Dookies out there.
Oh my gosh. If you're from Duke, I know you don't like being called a Dookie, but that
uh,
was pretty funny.
they
I
love.
did is that what you call them?
They call them Dookies. Yep.
Really? I didn't know that. Oh my
Yep.
goodness. I thought you were just being funny.
No, man, that people get used to any kind of. I mean,
Uh,
Dookie. I mean, thing.
no pun intended on that one. People get used to any kind of.
I mean,
Oh
Dookie.
man, that's funny.
Let's see. We got Los Angeles Lakers. Mo Bamba. Oh, ain't that the dude that got into a little squabble with Mr. Rivers? Austin. Austin Rivers. That's his name. So Austin Rivers and Mo Bamba got into it right after we said I don't we don't think that the NBA is as
Oh, I remember that. I
as
remember that. I remember that. I remember that. Yeah, man. I remember that. Yeah.
so Patrick Beverly, I mean, geez, going to Orlando Magic. I mean, I don't know. I guess that's a whatever pick for Orlando. They wasn't really using Mobamba like that because
Mm-hmm.
Bobo has been hooping Manute Bo's son.
Mm-hmm.
So they're like, we don't need you, Mo. We got Bobo.
We don't need you, Mo. We got Bo.
Yep.
So we don't need you no more. You jive turkey,
John Turkey.
sucker.
Uh, I mean, I heard a rumor that Mobamba got over there because he could fight,
Oh
and
my
that's why
gosh,
the
man.
Los Angeles Lakers picked him up. Nah, I'm
Oh
just
man.
kidding. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. Don't be trying to switch it up and change my words. I said what I said, but that's not why he got picked up. So where we at? Atlanta Hawks get
Yeah.
Sadiq Bey. He's pretty good young guy from the Pistons.
Mhm.
Pretty good. A good addition to the Hawks. Detroit Pistons get James Wiseman. Now he
Mhm.
was widely sought out coming out of high school.
Mhm.
Um, had some issue coming out of high school. Don't want to talk about it. We don't want to talk about a lot of learning moments for a lot of these young players. So he ended up going to Golden State Warriors, and
Mhm.
just hasn't been that healthy. Um,
Mhm.
but has been playing in the G League and has been playing really good in the G League. So
Mhm.
any team that could pick up Wiseman, that's a good pick. As long as he can stay healthy.
Mhm.
Kevin Knox, another. I think he was either Kentucky or Dookie as
Mhm.
well. And
Okay, man, I have to get used to that. I don't know how I missed that. I didn't know they were called Dookies, but
yeah.
wait till I see some Duke alumni. I'm gonna be like,
Oh
"Hey,
man,
Dookie."
hey Dookie. So Kevin Knox, man, he's just been just hasn't made a splash yet. I think it's a mental thing with him, but that's just how the game goes.
Hmm.
So let's see what else we got. Atlanta Hawks got some other people. Garrison Matthews, great, pretty good shooter from Syracuse, I believe.
Mhm.
Let's see, and I could be wrong. Don't Bruno Fernando. I don't know who that is, so we can move on. Um, Justin Holiday. He's mid tier vet. Really good player. That's a good find for Houston Rockets. I don't know what they're gonna do with him. Frank Kaminsky. Um, I don't really know what he's been doing these days, but solid forward. Um, I think he could fill the bench pretty nicely over there.
Hmm. Gotcha.
Um, let's see. We got Denver Nuggets get two nobodies in the second round. So the Clippers had two second round draft picks, and the
Mhm.
Clippers traded their draft picks to the Nuggets for
Mhm.
Bones Highland,
Mm.
who is quite the exciting player. Um, had a game where he just destroyed this guy on the court talking mess, called Bones out, and Bones took him to the grave. George Hill is back on the Pacers. Jeez.
Mhm.
He goes to the Pacers. He leaves the Pacers for a few years, goes back to the Pacers. They trade him, leaves for a few years. And now he's back on the
Mm.
Pacers. I can't believe this.
It's like he's like a boomerang or something.
Yeah.
Serge
Um,
Ibaka. That's
mm,
another vet.
yeah, Serge Ibaka. I haven't seen him play not 1 minute in years. So
Huh.
it's interesting to see him part of that trade.
Huh.
Jordan Nwara. I wish I knew who you
Mhm.
were, but I don't.
Mhm.
But show me something. And Jay Crowder. Wow, they gave all that away for Jay Crowder. That shows you something.
Mm.
Let's see. Portland, they get Matthias
Matisse.
Thybulle. Mati
It's probably
T.
Matisse.
Yeah, we're gonna say Matisse.
Mhm.
Um, Thibault, he's a good player, good, springy, energetic player. So that's a good pick. Jalen McDaniels, both kind of the same player. I would say Jalen
Uh-huh.
is definitely taller.
Hmm.
Um, so it's a good one. Ooh, yeah, don't kill me for this, but Svi Mikulak, lick it.
Hey man, I'm not editing that out, bro. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. You had to leave that in. That was hilarious. Do you know that guy though? Do you know him?
I have no clue who that guy is.
Got you.
Um, But yeah. Thomas Bryant. Oh, they got rid of Thomas Bryant. Interesting. He was a really good center, big guy that was very useful with the Lakers. And Devon Reed, not too familiar with him. Saw some highlights of him, and really tall guard. Has to be like 6'7". So that's really tall for a guard position. So I think he could do some things there to get some scoring. Boston, they got Mike Muscala. I think he's a good 3-point shooter, so he can spread out the floor. He's not all the way in the post, in the post. So that gives some room for Jaylen Brown and Jason Tatum, some room to, get into the lane. We got Oklahoma City, Justin Jackson. I haven't heard from him for a while. So, of course, good to see that he's still in the league, but I don't know what he's going to give the Thunder really.
Into one of the larger
KD
trades.
KD.
One of the more notable ones.
I mean, what can you say about KD, future Hall of Famer? That's a great pick. You got shooters all around. You got a KD. You got Booker. You got Chris Paul passing the ball to them. I mean, that's great. TJ Warren. I mean, really tough player. Been in the league for a little minute. I think they both went to Texas, which is interesting. They're both on the same team, so that's cool. Mikal Bridges. He's a pretty good young, talented player that formed a good nucleus there at the Suns. So Nets are getting a good player. We got Cam Johnson. He's a good shooter. Jay Crowder just got traded from another team because we saw him at the top at some point. So he got traded again. Damn, they gave up a lot for Kevin Durant. 4 first-round draft picks. Wow.
What if, right? Let me ask you a question. What if the Nets, and I know everybody's writing the Nets off. What if the Nets emerge out of this a pretty good team? What are your thoughts on that potential occurrence?
They have a pretty good team over there now. I mean, with Kyrie going to the Mavericks, they got Spencer Dinwiddie. They got forgot the other guy's name, but he's a pretty good player. And then they got Mikal Bridges and Cameron. So they got a really tall team now. Very got taller. And they're all around team, no superstar players. So a lot of times when you have no superstar players, you can form a good nucleus around some talented players there. So I think, I mean, they'll be sneaky. They got some really good players. Really good players.
Interesting, man.
Jacob Poeltl. Whenever I see Jacob Poeltl, he always getting dunked on. So I don't know how that's gonna work for the Raptors.
Oh man, that was funny. I don't really know the guy, so I wasn't even sure what you were saying.
I mean, he's almost on everyone's poster getting dunked on.
Oh man, was he the guy we did a highlight reel on like a few weeks back who got dunked on? Was that him?
One of them, man. One of those guys, man. But not a good look. And Kim Birch. I don't know. Hey, maybe they want more highlights there in Toronto as to why Toronto gave up all that for that guy. And they're like, "Oh, you're gonna definitely get dunked on here." So we can sell some merch.
No. Some NFTs.
We can sell some NFTs.
NFT and him just getting dunked on. Oh my goodness.
Josh Hart. Hey, that was a tough that was a tough trade. I heard he found out during warm-ups.
Oh,
He was warming up before the game and found out through text messages because the teammates were gathered around on the phone, like trying to figure out what's going on, and they were all looking at him getting traded.
that's wild.
Um, so that's a tough one.
Hmm.
Excuse me. But let's see. New York Knicks get Josh Hart. Portland gets Cam Reddish. Ryan uh Achicano. Cisadano. Y'all know what I'm talking about. Oh, there you go again.
That's your.
Sviv Malikalek. Makalelek.
Oh yeah.
I don't
Oh
know. Don't hey guys, I'm just trying to say his name, you know. I know people get my name wrong all the time, so I thought I would try.
yeah.
But wow, Cam Reddish, I'm shocked. Like he's supposed to be the up and coming Jason Tatum,
Hmm.
Kevin Durant a little bit. And he just I don't know, maybe he's injury prone. We'll see what happens.
Hmm.
Wow, all these are a lot of trades, man. Oh, D'Lo is back with the Lakers. For everyone who knows about D'Lo, he was the driving force of Iggy Azalea and Nick Young breaking up. Uh, but
Wow.
I'll leave it there. You know,
Okay, I'm not even gonna ask. I don't even want to touch that one.
uh, just look it up, guys. Just look it up. Hey, D'Lo, this is part of your history. I mean, we're not saying anything that's not true, and that's not, something we can look up on the internet. Uh, we live and we learn, right? That's it, man. That's it. But boy, were you the driving force. So and then we got Malik Beasley. I wonder I wonder how because and I hate to be messy like this, but they don't hate to be messy. So let me just say, you know, uh I wonder how Scottie Pippins and Lassa, I think her name's Lassa Pippen. How how are they dealing with the fact that Malik Beasley is dealing with Scottie Pippen Jr.'s mom?
Wait a second. Wait a second.
They're-
Time out.
they're-
Time out. 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 Pull it up, selector. Pull it up, selector. Pull it up, selector. All right.
Ooh, 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 ooh.
So Larsa Pippen is no longer dating Marcus Jordan.
This was before Marcus Jordan.
Oh, was this after Scotty as well?
Oh yeah, all these dudes is after Scotty.
Oh damn! I'm gonna say my comment. Ooh, Scotty. Ooh,
Yeah.
ooh. Can you feel the heat with it? I can feel the heat from over here. Can you feel the heat? Da, da, da. Can you feel the heat? I can feel the heat, boy. I can feel the heat of Scotty getting fried. Scotty got cooked. Scotty doesn't
Man.
even know. Oh,
So, but of course they're not together. But Scottie Pippen Jr. plays on the Lakers,
uh,
and then your mom was messing with Malik Beasley. That's kind of weird.
you
Can't
know,
imagine how that was.
I'm just gonna save my comments.
Man,
I'm gonna save my comments, man.
mom,
Oh no.
why? Now look
Oh,
what happened.
oh
What am I supposed to do?
my goodness.
How am I supposed to feel? Did you think about this, mom? No, you didn't. You're just laying around,
Oh my god.
just
Oh
being
man.
who you are. Just great, mom. Thanks.
Oh man. You know, I think you might have been a fly on the wall in one of their conversations because that sounded pretty
Yeah,
yeah, man, sheesh, I'm gonna leave that one alone.
Yeah. We can move on to the Jared Vanderbilt, who has not messed with anyone's mom on the team.
Oh no.
He's a pretty skilled player. That's a really good pick for the Lakers. I mean, the Lakers have an entire new squad. That's crazy.
Mhm.
So let's see. We got Mike Conley, good guard, old vet. I don't know what he can give the Timberwolves. He can give them some playoff experience. I think he can definitely do that. Nikolai Alexander Walker, pretty good, still kind of young. So trying to see, he kind of plays the same position as Anthony. So I don't know how that's going to work, but we'll see.
Got you.
Russell Westbrook is no longer with the Lakers. Wow.
What do you think about that?
I think everyone's happy.
Okay. So let me ask you something. What has been the story with Russell Westbrook? Because my understanding of his narrative, and remember, I'm coming from the perspective of somebody who's just getting back into it.
Mm-hmm.
My perspective of him is that things kind of went downhill after the OKC Thunder.
Mm-hmm.
What happened, do you think?
Let's see, man. Out of all respect for Russell Westbrook, he is a different type of player. Um, he's a good player. He is very, athletic, great passer, great rebounder. Um, but it's just something about the end parts of the game. It's something about the consistency that is usually missing from his game, and sometimes the unpredictability. You don't really know where to place him in the game. You know what other players to put him around. It's kind of hard to figure that out when it comes to Russell Westbrook. So
Got you. All right. That's reasonable.
yeah. Juan Toscano Anderson used to play for the Warriors. That's the only reason why people know of him. Hasn't done anything crazy, but again, good player. Uh, let's see, we got Damian Jones. Uh, he did pretty good with the Lakers. You get what you get. Kessler Edwards, emerging star, Brooklyn Nets, wasn't getting much playing time because he played behind Kevin Durant. So he kind of only got garbage point, or garbage minutes, as they would say.
Hmm.
Draft rights, okay, didn't really get nothing. Antonio Spurs, Dwayne Dedman, they were really having some issues over there. He's an old guy. They were having issues he was having issues at the Heat, arguing with people on the bench. And you're not going to get much out of him, but he's still breathing, so that's great.
Wow. Oh man. I'm not even gonna follow up on that one. Sheesh. Sheesh.
Yeah, he's it's like hiring a old professional that's been around the
He's
block.
only 33 years old. What are you talking about?
Bro,
You
that
said
is,
it like he's
oh,
43.
doesn't he look 43?
Listen, all right, you said it. I didn't.
So
You
you can
said it.
see how the NBA ages you.
You said it, my friend. I didn't say anything. All right.
33 in NBA years is like 43
Well,
in
at least for
real life.
Dwayne Dedman, it is.
Yes.
All right, man.
Dang, he's only 33.
Yeah.
Digimon, Digital Monsters, Digimon's Dwayne Dedman.
Like the video, man. Where else are you guys getting basketball entertainment like this? This man just brought out a Digimon freestyle ad lib. Come on, guys.
Man.
We're clearly some millennial kids, heads based on our references, but that was a well timed ad lib right there. You rhymed it with his name too. Come on, man. Come on, guys. As you watch this more, you'll begin to appreciate our comedic abilities. Like the video, ladies and gentlemen. This man just sang a Digimon song and rhymed it with Dwayne Dedman's name. And I'm not even gonna try to explain the larger joke. If you don't get it, you don't get it. That's it.
Hey, you don't
That's
get
it.
it. Hey,
If you know, you know.
if you know, you know. For more of this content, I will not ask you to subscribe, but it'll be cool.
All right, so we're gonna edit on this trade because we did cover this up until this day on one of the previous episodes. But to edit on this right here, right? Your boy. We're gonna end the show on your boy, man. What else is there to say on Kyrie and the Mavericks that we haven't said already? And then we'll close. We can go to the tournament announcements, and then we'll end the show.
The new greatest team on the West. That's all I gotta say.
Whew, all right. There you go. There you go, ladies and gentlemen. Now, with that being said, that concludes our show. We covered the trades, covered LeBron beating the scoring record, we covered some reactions, we covered yeah, man. So really good show today. Hope you guys enjoyed. Maya, I know we have a tournament coming up, and we have all of our players, which is exciting.
All of our players.
Tell people about the tournament.
Ladies and gentlemen, we have this Sunday from 1 to 7 p.m. our first 5v5 cash prize basketball tournament. Now, I know, it's just a regular average tournament. No, we are bringing all the vibes. If you like music, we bring in music. If you love food, we got some food ready for you. If you love entertainment and watching basketball, we got that for you. We're going to have vendors there. We still taking, we have 2 more slots for vendors. So, hey, if you got something that, what people want to buy, people should have in their life, come on down. Check us out on Eventbrite. You can find us at Better Ball Association on Eventbrite. Contact us on Instagram. Same thing across the board. Better Ball Association. And, we're just out here bringing a good time to underserved communities who need some excitement during the weekends, other than just going to the club, and other than just watching TV, scrolling on your Instagram. Come out, have some fun. Let's ball.
Bam. And with that, we are out, ladies and gentlemen. BBA Daily News 009. Do everything that Mayu said, and we're out.